So my friend Mike wanted to have a conversation with somebody in an industry that he's interested in, and he's looking to connect with people in that specific industry. So he went on LinkedIn and found a couple people and sent out the connection request, and he got one back. And it happened that the contact information for the person who responded had a phone number. So Mike picked up the phone and gave him a call. And the guy was confused. He said, well, why are you calling me? And Mike said, well, I wanna talk to you about the industry that we're in. The guy said, well, you don't even know me. Why would you just pick up the phone and call me? And Mike said, well, we connected on LinkedIn and you had your phone number and I wanted to talk to you, so I thought I'd give you a call. And I thought in the course of this call, we would get to know each other and then we would know each other. And the guy seemed just really confused and put off by the thing, and actually said, this is weird. It's weird that you would call me when you don't even know me. And Mike said, well, I'm just looking to have conversations around the industry, and so you had your number, I called you. Well, they ended up having about a 20-minute conversation and talked about the industry, and Mike ran some things by him and got some feedback and back and forth, and it ended pretty well. Well, so Mike calls me and said, hey, question for you. Is it weird that I would reach out to this guy, especially by phone, that I don't really know after we connect on LinkedIn? And I said, no, here's the distinction. What you did is unusual, but it's not weird. And that's a really important distinction, because if you're doing things that need to be done and you want to be above average and be the exception and get things done, well, you can't do what everybody else does. So of course what you're doing is going to be unusual, because if you did the usual, you would be mediocre and you'd be getting those usual mediocre results. But you want to have exceptional results, and so you're going to do the unusual. But I said, it's not weird. Weird would have been if you'd gone to his house with a pizza or sent him flowers or something that was not appropriate for the level of relationship that you had at that point. But to call somebody on LinkedIn who put his phone number on LinkedIn, and you call them to talk about things that are professional, and that is kind of what LinkedIn's for as a platform. It's more of a professional platform. I said, that's not weird. That's unusual, but it's not weird. And don't let him color how you think about what you did. And for sure, don't let this experience prevent you from doing it again, because it's the unusual that is going to lead to the exceptional results that you want. It's going to lead unusual behavior leads to unusual results. And so that's what you want. You don't want the usual results. And so when you're doing something that's out of the ordinary, and maybe people would consider it weird, or maybe even say it's weird, name it as weird to you. Or you're thinking to yourself, this is kind of weird. Ask yourself, is it really weird? Am I taking a pizza to this guy's house that I've never met? Or am I sending him flowers? Or am I doing something else that's kind of over the line? Or am I just doing something that's unusual, which is rather than send them an email maybe after this, or just connecting on LinkedIn and calling it good, you actually reached out, took the next step, and picked up the phone. You did what was unusual. You didn't do what was weird. So don't tell yourself it's weird, and don't let other people tell you it's weird. Make sure you just recognize it as unusual, because you're trying to get unusual results. And keep doing the unusual.